Hi ladies and gentlemen, Murray from Milk here again. The video that I'm going to discuss today, or the topic that I'm going to be discussing in the video today, is how working with the spirit in the long term, or for an extensive amount of time, will and simply improving the potency of your work with that spirit will improve, or better said, will improve your bond with that spirit, as well as cause that spirit to appear in a variety of ways or appear in a different way. Okay, in a more soothing way, in most cases. So simply put, if you work with the spirit in the long term, or you invest a good deal in a spirit or a good amount in a spirit, that spirit will often show you his or her true form, and your bond with that spirit that you build with that spirit will cause that spirit to give you more information on him or her, as well as better results, slightly better results. Okay, the most important thing still, in terms of rituals, is investment, but a good bond also helps. To a moderate level, or up to a moderate extent or a moderate point. Yeah, in any case, I'm just going to list examples now. Okay, these examples will sound interesting to all of you, I'm sure, since there's not much to say. Okay, so the best way to cover this topic is to list examples. First example, my beloved Lord Samael. He is more stable, so his appearance rarely changes. But like I already mentioned in my previous video of him called My Patron, My Beloved Lord Samael, I've already explained what he looks like in that video. But an example that I can give is that as of recently, I think a couple of days ago, he has altered his appearance somewhat to the point where he looks a bit like Geese Howard from Tekken. Again, I'm not a video game fan, and for those of you watching, I'm also not I'm almost sure that you guys aren't either. But if you want to see what he looks like, just Google Geese Howard, GEESEHOWARD, and then you'll see, and you'll get an indication of what he looks like. It's just a guy with wearing a robe up to the waist, and for the rest, his upper body, so his torso, is completely open and uncovered. So he's bare chested. For the rest, he's muscular, he has blonde hair and ponytail, and generally speaking, yellow eyes. That's what my Lord Samael looks like as of now. He can easily change his appearance, of course, and go back to his more traditional Undertakerish kind of look, where he has normal curly hair, and he wears a completely black robe without any sleeves, so a sleeveless black robe in most cases. But he can have sleeves too, of course, and even gloves, okay, specifically sporting gloves or athletic kind of gloves, black gloves, and so on. That's an example. Another example is my Vice Lord Sandalphon. My beloved Vice Lord Sandalphon. He is perhaps the best example. When I first started working with him, he just appeared as a normal regular angel, just being very tender and gentle and having a sweet, soft, and gentle voice. And as time progressed, okay, he changed his appearance, and then showed himself as a normal man, also with short blonde hair, in colors of white and yellow, wearing a white robe with a yellow sash. And he still has that, but in a different way. And after that, he displayed his true form, in which he's really tall. The previous form which I discussed, okay, the short blonde guy was also the short-haired blonde guy was also relatively short, not short, but he had a normal human-like stature in terms of length, overall length. But now he's also tall. I mean, really tall. Okay, that's his final form, and he told me this is his true form. The colors still remain the same, but like I already mentioned in the video that I did on him in which I mentioned by that goes by the header, my beloved Vice Lord Sandalphon. I already discussed what he looks like and how extravagant he is and how he changes colors and all of that. Okay, and what's funny is that in the recent edition, funny and cool at the same time, is that he wears glasses. He wears transparent glasses that correspond almost always to the colors that he's wearing. So if he's wearing a white robe, for example, with a yellow sash, then he'll also wear a nice, expensive looking pair of glasses that are light yellow. They're transparent, but at the same time they're yellow in color. So again, incredibly beautiful to watch and a sight to behold. That's another example. Let's see. Example number 3 that I can give is on, I remember, this is a good thing to remember, C3. The Goetic Spirit C3. I remember when I first worked with C3, all he showed me was his leopard form, and that's when I started. I had a period when I worked with him for about let's see, half a year. It was, let's just say, mid 2017 until the beginning of 2018. That's when I worked with C3. When I moved to my new location, this new house, I did bring C3 with me, so to speak. Okay, and it was when I offered, when I bought a nice expensive gift for C3, something made of pure silver, that like I mentioned in the article and the video in C3 too, that he just, his leopard form, he just came out of the wall basically. I was in my bedroom and he just came out of the wall from the room in which his altar was. And he just thanked me for the gift and all of that, and he told me, now you can see my true form. And that's when he appeared in the form that I know him the most, and the form that I like the most too. It's just a general, almost Arabic looking man. Let's just say a mixture between a Caucasian and an Arabic looking man, that either wears more mercurial colors or air based colors. So colors corresponding to Mercury, either Mercury or the element air. So a sky blue / orange getup, just a robe with a sash, or yellow / black or purple getup. He also has a spear with him sometimes, and other times a scythe. The last time I saw him just now was a scythe. He has kind of like a tiny goatee here, and he has flat hair, and so no color, no curly hair like mine. His hair is flat, just a short haircut. That's regarding C3. Another example that I can give to, a nice recent example too, is Asiel. Truth be told, I haven't worked too much with Asiel. I have summoned Asiel once or twice in the past for customers. I never heard anything anymore from those customers. But it was like a month ago. And every now and then Asiel still visits me, to remind me that that if there's any work, that he's more than welcome to help out and so on, and whether I can accommodate him and all of that, blah blah blah. But he then showed me his real form, and which is that of an angel, just with general black hair, a ponytail that also turns brunettish, in red colors. Okay, his getup is completely red robe, red sash, red everything, even wings are red. And I like this form the most. Okay, the lion form, that original form of him where he appears as a lion, either a normal looking lion or a grey lion, is also nice, but I still prefer the angelic look more. Let's see. Those are examples of what I can give. And this happens most of the time in my experience too. This happens most of the time when I upgrade my work with the spirits that I work with. I either work with them for an extensive amount of time, or I simply assign tasks to them for customers, for example, or I invest on a heavy basis in them, and so on. Okay, by making tremendous offerings to them and all of that. Okay, stuff like that, things like that. Another example that I can give is Raziel, okay, the Archangel Raziel. And to be honest, Raziel is private, okay, but that's normal based on his the fact that he's ruler of Neptune or Shokma, and the zodiac sign it rules over. It falls under Pisces. I mean, the zodiac sign it rules over. Sorry, Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. Yeah, and the thing is that Raziel, like I mentioned in his original oracle too, is that he appeared as a man, sometimes with a crown of thorns around his head, or just a bandana. But most of the times it's a crown of thorns, or a crown of flowers. Gabriel, the archangel Gabriel, also appears that way. They look a lot alike, but Gabriel is more heavy-set build, whereas Raziel is a bit more average build. But he is also tall and wears completely dark blue, basically the same color as Pisces, dark blue, with a spear in his hand or sometimes just a staff. And Raziel is very private, like I mentioned. Okay, most of the times when I work with Raziel, okay, Raziel basically immediately shoos me away. Not shoos me away literally, but he just tells me that it's okay, you can leave. I'll see you next Thursday when I'll host ritual for him. Or he asks me just to close the room to his in which his altar is. He doesn't like to have the door open and stuff like that. No, Raziel is very private. He also told me to keep the thingy shut, the curtains shut. You know, it's not necessary to have the things open, to have windows open or even curtains open now. That is that. And I have a customers working, aside from working for myself with Raziel. I have a customer that wanted an improvement in clairvoyance. I'm obviously not going to mention any names for confidentiality reasons or confidential reasons, but giving Raziel this task, which he really likes, okay, made him display something to me, something that I only noticed when I saw that recently, okay, when I assigned that task to him and I made extra offerings to him. His wings are almost butterfly-ish. His wings are also, most of the times his wings have a normal white color, but this time his wings are dark blue and they have almost eyes at the end of them. The same way that a butterfly does. Anyone that has seen a butterfly, even if I think you were to look up a blue butterfly, what's so beautiful about these butterflies, aside from the general blue, dark blue, is that they have eyes in the middle, so kind of like black circles and so on. That's the kind of thing that Raziel has. Yeah, that's the kind of thing Raziel has, exactly. He has those same circles, I think black with orange and a thin layer of yellow. I mean black with yellow and a thin layer of orange. Kind of like 3 circles, but the black one is the thickest. It's really beautiful. When I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's really nice. That's really nice, okay, and it's the first time that Raziel has showed me this. Raziel is also, due to the fact that he's fond of his privacy, he's also a bit aloof, you know, he distances himself a bit and so on. Not that I mind, okay. Raziel is, I think, the one that visits me the least of all the spirits that I work with or interact with. He's the one that visits me the least. And yeah, again, it just shows how true he is to his nature. And that's pretty much it. This is just something that I wanted to throw out there and to share with you guys, for anybody watching, for practitioners. Stuff like this, if you build a bond with the spirit, and if you work with the spirit for an extensive amount of time, and you invest in that spirit will often or not, at least metaphorically speaking, reward you by showing you things like these. That spirit will convey his true form. A lot of spirits, okay, especially goeric ones, the forms that are described are fronts. It's basically like a smoke screen, okay. When they appear, it's just kind of like a form that they assume for, I don't know, privacy reasons, let me just put it that way. And it's only once you've gotten to know them and you've proven to them basically that you're trustworthy, is that they'll show their true sides or their true colors, the same way that a person would, okay. Once you get to know a person, then more often than not you'll see what that person is really like. And yeah, that's it in any case. Bye.